And yeah, everyone, this is Thermite, and this is the weekly updates. As always, very first link down below is Weekly Shonen Jump. Please check it out. Oh my god, what a hell week. I'm really glad the next week is off. Even though we just had a week off for Jump. I get it now, I understand. Let's hit the Jump stuff first. Jump was cooking this week. So many series had an incredibly good first chapter of the year. And so, by the end of the year, when I review the first chapters of the year again, they'll be pretty darn memorable. Because my god, One Piece, obviously incredible chapter. My Hero, things are really cooking. But then, even Roboco was a pretty darn ambitious chapter. I start off the chapter going, this is a little lazy. We just did a New Year's chapter. You can't do two, but they had a really good reason for it. If anything, it kind of feels like, the chapter before was the one where they had to sort of fill time a little bit in order to, properly, set up this one. Or to properly, have it be in the right position. You know what I mean? But, yeah, Unlock also cooking. Every series that I'm currently reading is fantastic. I do think we have boiled it down to, the perfect Jump lineup for me right now on stream. Because, I'm still reading Witch Watch off channel, for instance, and it's still great, but, I don't think it would, it would be a great on-stream series. I'm glad we've managed to, distill it down to these are the series that I think are the most fun to react to, and they are the most fun to, watch the reactions for. But, we'll see. We'll see as the year goes on. I hope to shake things up a little bit. Anyways, general life stuff, because it impacts the channel, and I'll be brief about it, because some of this will be in the video itself, but long story short, we recently installed a water softener in my house because we have not had softened water for, since I was in high school, genuinely. It was one of those things where, it just stopped working. We could not figure out how to fix it. Every time we tried, the water was awful. And so it was real well, it seems to be okay if we don't have soft water. There's small problems, but they're all things I think you can generally live with. And we have pretty darn hard water in our area, so it was noticeable. My skin definitely got less soft. My hair definitely suffered a bit. Washing stuff in general was a bit more difficult. We have a tea kettle for boiling water, and that, oh my god, the buildup on the bottom of it. But, it was tenable, it was livable, it was fine. But we finally decided this was the year, we're gonna get it, we're gonna get a water softener. Finally, we went out, we, looked at sales all throughout December. We found, a one that would work for us for, a long time, hopefully for, the rest of, at least my parents being in this house. After we managed to finally get it, install it and all that, we kind of messed up a little bit. Part of it was some not plugging in correctly, but part of it was also we had to do some soldering to get the pipes to line up properly. And as you know, soldering requires heat, and one thing that heat does is it travels. And what none of us accounted for was the idea that if you melt part of a pipe in order to replace it with another pipe and join it and all that, the heat's gonna move up the other pipes. And so if you've soldered other pipes in the past, or if the previous owners of the house have soldered pipes in the past, that soldering is gonna get loose if you don't also reinforce all of that. And so, long story short, there was a bit of an explosion. There was a bit of a flood. I was told about it during the very start of a chapter. So you don't get to see any fun flooding visuals or anything, but you do get to see the clips of me running back in and going, "I'm sorry guys, my house is flooding." But the damage was not as bad as it could have been, thank goodness. Well, we'll have to do a bit of repainting, and also I'm pretty sure the flooding also killed our dryer, so we'll have to find a replacement for that now. We'll have to keep an eye on everything else that was exposed to water, and, hopefully it'll work out. It'll work out. We'll see. But yeah, so that was just a general stressor on the channel. Also, this allows me to offload a little bit of responsibility. But we needed more salt for it to work initially. And so the reason why, you'll see that for the live stream, I'm late to my own live stream, and I had to put in one of the pre-recorded series. I had to move in Sakamoto Days because I didn't have time, even with the additional time I asked for. That was all because I woke up, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do Jump, and then I saw a note saying, hey, get more salts. It needs more salt to go up to the minimum amount of salt necessary. So ran out, got salt, put it in the machine. I can guarantee putting the salt in the machine did not cause the flooding. Thank goodness. It did, however, the container where all the salt is, filled up with water and then overflew and whatnot, and it ended up dissolving exactly 1 bag of salt. So it was okay that I had to do it, but also I had to get another one immediately afterwards. So, it is what it is. Okay, that's enough salt and water talk. This is all just to say that, next week we've got some time off. I will endeavor to actually do an extra reaction. We'll catch up at the very least. We've got that 1 chapter of Jolian that needs to be read. That should be pretty darn easy. After that, the slate's been the same this entire time. The only potential change might be I might read a Dorohedoro volume around here at some point because season 2 was just announced, and I do really love Dorohedoro. But also, B, the last time a Dorohedoro anime season was announced, I immediately got spoiled on something that we still have not seen up to the point where I'm at, and I'm like 16 volumes in out of 24 volumes. So if we had that level of spoilage for season 1, I cannot fathom what we'll get for season 2. I feel like someone's going to post a article on the server, and it's going to just have the final page of the final chapter on it. But we will see. Anyways, I hope everyone's having a safe and happy 2024. I hope everyone's, fortunes are a little better than mine right now, which mine are honestly pretty okay, Like, a lot worse could have happened. As much as this is it's an awkward way to start off, it's still, I'm still grateful for what I've got. No problem about it. This does lead me into my final point. If you look below the Shonen Jump link, you'll see 4 just manga pages that I have linked on Imgur. Those are the horoscopes that me and Roboco's mangaka got a professional astrologer to do, and they are Jump related. Like the upper part is basically just it's who it pertains to, which it's not necessarily just one for Virgo. It's one for Virgo within this month, one is for Virgo within this month. It's a little more granular. And in addition to just, your general, horoscope reading, it also has a, this is your lucky manga. And these are your, I believe it's just, Jump characters that share your birth month, or your birth time period. Sadly, I've done a quick look. I can't find anyone who has actually translated these beyond, there's a couple snippets in Roboco itself that were translated. But, the vast majority of it is, it's Roboco related, but it is its own thing, so Viz didn't translate it. And I get it, because it's so much text. Yeah, fair enough. If you're not being contracted to do that, I understand why you wouldn't. But it is a little disappointing. So if anyone, if there is a fan translation of those horoscopes that I haven't seen, do let me know. Because I would love to, promote those or share them around. I do think that'd just be, a fun thing for people who are into Jump to go through. I did a quick machine translation of my own. I can pull that up right now, actually. There we go. For Virgos born in September, 2024 will be a year of resolutions. You may have to change your direction as you find something that makes you shine brighter. Your friends may change, or you may have less time to spend with your best friends and loved ones. You may be at a loss at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to grow at a rapid pace. That's, there's a slight ominous tinge to that, but also, I think it's been pretty clear for a long period of, running the channel. I want a stable job. I've had a job while the channel's been running, but it was, it was right before the COVID lockdowns, and the COVID lockdowns kind of killed the company. I don't put that much stock into horoscopes, but I would like to take this as a potential, hope that I will, in fact, find a job, or if not that, some other interesting thing that will, perhaps eat up some of my time, but in return, give me some more satisfaction. You can see my lucky prey painting, which I believe should be manga, is Undead Unracked. and I share my birth time period. Again, this is just like, a part of September. I assume this is like the 1st to the 22nd, but it should just be the 1st to, I imagine, the end of September. And then you would have like, the other one would be for Virgos in October, right? But yeah, I share my birthday with Boa Hancock, Tayo from, uh, uh, oh no, oh no, oh no, Mission Sakura family, and Yami Sukihiro, of course, from Black Clover. Also, Yoshimichi Gaio, who I do not recognize. And this could also be an incorrect reading of the kanji. That is, of course, extremely possible. But I didn't I'm not familiar enough with Tayo in order to take that as a compliment. But Hancock and Yami, I think, are pretty good company, all things considered. I mean, they're both extremely hot, but also extremely abrasive, which I hope I'm not. But maybe that'll be the direction I take in 24. Maybe I'll become extremely hot and also kick a bunch of puppies? Who knows? I suppose that's that. Strange note to leave it off of, but I've linked the other pages down below. If you want to do a quick, dirty, deep L translation of your own, you can go for that. And regardless, I do hope you have a good-ass 2024. The Year of the Dragon starts in like 2 months, so this is a little premature, but, still, happy Year of the Dragon. Hope you all do quite well in whatever endeavors you desire. I hope your fortunes turn out well, and I hope that you continue to support the channel by watching these videos. If you want, you can always leave a comment. Some of you do. I'm very glad about that. But, I can see the view counts. And unless it's the 3 of you watching 30 times each, I feel like some of you aren't leaving comments. Come on. Leave me an occasional comment. Throw it out there. Big thanks to the one person last year who did not comment ever, who sent me one comment just to say, hey, I don't leave comments, but I wanted to say hi. I actually really, really appreciated that. Okay, that's enough dilly-dallying. We're done. See ya next week for whatever the heck I put out, and see you after that for more Jump. Bye for now. Yeah.